Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, I'm going to talk about mixed numbers. First, what they are, and then how to convert an improper... Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, I'm going to talk about mixed numbers. First, what they are, how we can represent them visually, and then by the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed number. So let's get started. I think the best way to do this is to look at a few different problems. So I'll go through the first one, and as we go through these, I would recommend that you maybe pause the video and try them yourself and then see if your answer matches mine. Okay, let's look at problem one. So problem one, consider the mixed number below. So we have this mixed number 2 and 1/2. Well, why is it a mixed number? Well, you have a whole number part, that's 2, and you also have a fractional part, the 1/2. So they're mixed, they're combined together. That's one way you could think of it. Now, if we want to visually represent this by shading in parts of the circle, what we can do is we can shade in the whole parts, and I'm going to color code that. So the 2 is going to be in pink, and then I'll do the 1/2 in the blue. All right, so we'll shade in the 2 whole parts. I'm shading in one whole circle here as best I can with my mouse. And then I'm going to shade in another whole circle here as best I can as well. Okay, so that's 2 holes. And then I want to shade in the half to represent the fraction. So I'm going to just shade in half the circle. So if you want to think of this visually as a mixed number, you've got the 2 whole parts that are shaded in and the fractional part that's shaded in. Okay, let's go to our second problem where we're considering another mixed number. Okay, so we've got our whole number part here. Let me get that a little bit smaller. And we've got our fractional part here. So for our 1 and 1/6, we've got our whole part, which is 1, our fractional part, which is 1/6. So if we're going to shade in that one, we'd shade in one whole rectangle down below, trying our best to stay in the rectangle, not being that successful with that one. And then we'd shade in the 1 out of 6 parts of the next rectangle. Okay, and hopefully this is helping you visualize the mixed numbers. Okay, take a snapshot of this or rewind the video if you need to. I'm going to have to erase the screen, so I'm going to do that now, and then let's go down to problems 3 and 4, where we have improper fractions. Okay, so in problem 3, we have an improper fraction of 5/4. Why is it improper? Well, the numerator is 5. The denominator is 4. And if you're unsure about improper fractions, I'll leave a link to a video in the description below so you can check that out. But basically, the numerator, if it's equal to or greater than the denominator, it is an improper fraction. Since 5 is greater than 4, we definitely have an improper fraction here. And first, we want to start off by shading in 5/4, okay? So a way we could think about this is, well, we have to, shade in 4 out of 4. That's going to be 1 whole. So maybe let's color code this in pink. So we have 1 whole here. And then now we'll shade in, so we shade in 4/4. We have to shade in 5/4. We're going to have to shade 1/4 more. Okay. So one way we can just think of this visually, how we're going to write this as a mixed number, and we can do the 1 whole and then the fractional part, the 1/4. So this becomes 1 and 1/4. That's one way to do it visually. Another way is, if we don't want to do it visually, we can take the numerator, 5. We can divide by the denominator, 4. 4 goes into 5 once. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, so we're going to do 5 minus 4 is 1. So we have 1 with a remainder of 1. And we can write the remainder over 4. So we can write this as 1 and 1/4. That's another way to convert from an improper fraction to a mixed number. Okay, let's take a look at this last one here. Consider the improper fraction below. We have 15/7. The numerator, the top part of the fraction, is 15. The denominator, the bottom part of the fraction, is 7. Since the numerator is greater than the denominator, or equal, if it's equal, it's still an improper fraction, but this is definitely greater. It's definitely an improper fraction. So we're going to have to shade in, well, first we're going to have to shade in 7 parts of the rectangle. That brings us up to 7, but we want to get to 15, so we're going to have to do another 7. That brings us to 14, and then we're going to have to do one more to get to 15. Okay, so if we're thinking of this as writing this as a mixed number, we have 2 of the pink ones, so we have, whoops, wrong color. We have 2, and then we have 1 out of 7 that's in blue. So we can change this to 2 and 1/7 as our mixed number. So that's a visual way to convert from an improper fraction to a mixed number. We could also do the method where I use some division here. So we can do 15, divide that by 7. 7 goes into 15 twice. And let me try that 2 again. That didn't work out so well. There we go. It goes in twice. 2 times 7 is 14. 15 minus 14 is 1, so we have a remainder of 1. So we have 2 and 1/7. Okay, so we can write it as 2 and 1/7. You just write the remainder part over the denominator part. So 2 and 1/7. That's the other way with long division that you can convert from an improper fraction to a mixed number. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you want to support the channel in other ways, I'll leave a link to my Teacher Pay Teachers in the description. And I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.